give me a keg of beer.
And these.
You said you were a nice guy, all proper and polite, but then you made your move on me in the middle of the night. You caught me by surprise with your sudden advance. Didn't expect you to take such a naughty stance. So you came in my ass without any warning, slipped in my back door first thing in the morning. You came in my ass, gave me such a fright. You know you roll that way, but you hit that shit just right.
Welcome back. All of a Monday. Hopefully you actually get to see this because evidently the camera's card reader on slot A has given up the ghost. And I thought it was a done deal, but I was able to go in and tell it when I do movies I want you to look in slot B first. So, see, I thought it was the card, Jolson. Jolson actually picked me up 2 brand new cards just like the one that's in here, and yeah, I don't know where they are. But I reinitialized the card and it failed, and I thought, oh, it must be the card. And then I put a completely different card in here, and well, what are we looking at? We're going to look at a Radiant Haze from Toppling Goliath. This is a IPA with Citra, Mosaic, and Strata hops. Which means I'm going to like the first sip, think that the second sip is okay, start to get unnegotiable for the third and fourth sip, and give it a final score of a 6.5. 7%. And got 2 different items in from 2 of my sponsors. 1791 holsters. Hopefully this is the holster that I initially asked for, along with an EDC rig, which I'll be able to try for maybe the first time tomorrow. The holster, Matt has been purchasing 1791 holsters, so I guess if I give credit where credit is due, I've had a chance. It definitely not the first time I've ever seen the 1791 holster. Definitely not. But actually getting a chance to see it and touch it, and is that David or Samantha? Really? You know I'm a really important person, right? Okay. Bye. Be right back. Looks like I'm back in time. I haven't even been gone long enough that this has dropped by a half a degree, and yet I'm gonna bill her for my plumbing prowess. Typical smells pineapple-y. Pineapolous. This stuff was created in Pineapolis. Overall, I am in a good mood. I tore the front off of a piece of shit house, took out a piece of shit window, and put in a big window, a 76 and 3/4 of an inch wide by 70 or 67.5 inches high. Cheers. That's counting as my first sip. Pineapple, that hazy, really, really creamy. Almost felt kind of chunky. Yeah, really good for the first sip. Okay, because if I do tell the sponsors that, hey, I did an unboxing, I am excited about this. I wanted I wanted a holster for David and Scott and Ed's. Ed's gun is on duty somewhere else, so it's fidget spinner. Even though I got a whole table full of them right now, I could pick anything else, but I'm gonna go with the fidget spinner. Probably should have. Oh, plus I have to remember, she asked just to let her know when the package arrived. Okay. Packing slip. Cool. First impressions are nice packaging. I mean, they go out of their way to make sure the packaging is really nice for a leather holster. Meanwhile, you order something from Walmart that's a bottle of liquid and they put it in a bag. Sorry, I digress. Okay, first thing I want to see first is the holster. Ultra custom memory lock technology. Commander and officer sized 1911 right hand draw. The heck is all this extra stuff? Evidently I'm experiencing some kind of a holster experience. Okay, if you're not new to 1791 holsters, maybe there's no explaining there. I have two different kind of looks like hammer and pokey thing, and I don't know, some kind of a twister thing, and thought maybe this was the bag that you put your gun in order to get it to meld to the custom. Okay. Ultra custom belt holster step by step. Ultra custom leather holster, leather working tool included, thick plastic bag included, cooking pot not included, cooking thermometer not including, cooking thong not included, clothespins not included, preparing the mold. Why not just see if it I'm not exactly sure what it is that I'm cooking, molding, but I like the way that it fits, and I really like the way that it looks. God damn it, that's badass. I mean, I realize that I don't know, need to jack up some light so that you oh, I'd be pissed off if I dropped this one. Okay. David's gun, David's ex gun, and Scott's. There's no reason I'm gonna bag or tag any of this. 1791, if you hear me say this, this thing fits like a glove. If anything, is it on the tight side? Heck yeah, but it's leather, and I'm gonna be wearing the shit out of this. Yeah, that's badass. I mean, you're watching me do this. It's not if this was on my side, I mean, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take whatever one of the two of these feels like it's a little tighter. More than likely, it's going to be Scott's gun. David's is, I think, a little more slickerish, and maybe even a little bit more narrow. But yeah, I think I could even try Ed's. I could even try Ed's. The Ruger might be even beefier, but the gun that of the three that I primary carry, I try to rotate them around, but my favorite is the Performance Center. So this is the one that's most likely. It also, I like the fact that it gives you the ability, because my personal favorite, my personal carry is the FBI Cant. So, but it gives you the ability to wear that and lock that in where you want. And surprisingly, once you have these on your belt, it's not like you put it in the FBI Cant and later on that day you found it like this. And just look at the leather. Again, they do not mess around. Hey David, look. See that thing that's inside there? Yeah, those are supposed to be in there. Maybe, is there any possibility that because that wasn't in there, that maybe that's what caused some marks on the inside of the slide? Just, asking for a friend. This is, for the price point, that's $17.91 that their holsters are. This I like that. It's like the stitching. I mean, I don't know how many. I don't know. That's like at least a double stitch, and then a double stitch alongside. I mean, let me rephrase. A double stitch, yes, but I mean, it looks like there's. Maybe not. Maybe it's just way to. God, this one just looks like it has double the amount of. Whatever. I don't know. I don't do this shit for a living. I just know that I really wanted to see this holster, and get a really nice. I mean, I have at least one holster that was sent to me that probably was, I mean, it was a gift. I mean, I'm guessing it wasn't like an ultra expensive holster. And I would say the quality of that leather is not bad, but it's probably half the thickness of this. This is just, I don't know. To me, this is almost barbecue gun quality for a holster. And again, $17.91. I'm not exactly sure what all this. I don't know. Am I supposed to put it in the? Maybe it's like the peanuts. Maybe you boil in the bag so that nothing happens to the leather, and then the leather working tools. I don't know. I'm gonna keep the stuff all together, but at this point in time, I'm just gonna say kudos. You're talking about what I'm showing you is $100 holster, and if you use my affiliate link and eBomi, you're going to get even more off of this than what anybody else is gonna. Yeah, I would very, very happily, if something happened to this and they were no longer, a sponsor of my channel, not even this channel, I would easily pay $100 for this holster. This is Damn. Ultra Custom. 1791 Ultra Custom holsters are the most custom leather holsters ever created. With our patented memory lock technology, the Ultra Custom allows you to mold and remold your holster with the included molding tools for the ultimate customization. Finished with ultra soft cowhide and Ultra Custom will provide superior comfort for years to come. Available in 6 sizes that accommodate everything from a micro to a full-size pistol and revolvers. Now I wonder if I've got a pretty good holster for the 686 or the 629 Deluxe. Customizing your holster is simple. Heat the holster for 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Heat the holster for 5 minutes at 165 degrees. Insert your unloaded firearm and mold the Ultra Custom holster to the perfect fit with the included Ultra Custom molding tools. Allow to cool for 5 minutes, then wear and feel the perfection of your Ultra Custom holster. Maybe it's just me, but she's hot. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know why I would go through any of that with how well this is fitting in here right now. I don't know. I guess I'll have to wear it. And then the other thing I got, and Bad, I did listen to you. Bad really likes this, except for, and again, I don't have a problem saying what, she's hot. I don't have a problem saying what needs to be said. If the sponsor has a problem, then they're sponsors that I just will never work good with, because I don't want any of my friends, and to me, anybody at this point in the useless wokeism known as YouTube, if you're watching my stuff, I've always said, I do not want anyone to fall for the bullshit that happened to me once when somebody said the best magazines for a 10mm 1911 are, and then I went out and bought like 8 of them or whatever, and they suck. They absolutely suck, and they're Wilson Combat. But Bad had a experience with the one like this with the snaps, and he said the snaps suck. And 1791 did not do him well. Did not do him well for customer service. So, 1791, it's bad. Let me find out when the first time he. Yeah, building a drink. I call him Bad. If you want to get a hold of him and try to make things right, you sort of annihilated a potential future customer and someone that does YouTube videos and reviewed this. And he's the one that told me, Eric, don't get the one with the snaps because it sucks. And the snaps don't stay snapped. And when you call their customer service, you're just going to be disappointed. Okay, so this is one that is designed to handle I don't know if this is like an extra belt loopy thing on the back or what, but it's supposed to handle a. I thought this is for a large. I'll find. Unfortunately, it's in there and it's buried. I have a backup to, this would be, maybe it won't be my surge. It could be the signal, but this is designed for a multi-tool, a flashlight, and a knife, right? Small, yeah. Multi-tool pocket. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go see what works. Multi-tool. Your multi-tool, a knife, and a flashlight. This is just a little one, and it would add insult to injury right now if I pulled Poco Locals out that I have not shipped. Then they do, I see on the multi-tool, they got the nice little pocket at the bottom. So like when you can reach around, when you give yourself a reach around, you push up with your finger to knock the tool up. I thought this was for a, God, I'd have to, I wish now. Problem is my surge is on duty at the moment. Move this great big stack of David J. Brown books that none of you have purchased. Okay, I am just being facetious. I know Cobra, I know, and I know Rich. Yeah, never mind. Nope, everything is on duty somewhere. Or it's in a bug out bag, or it's in, yeah. I will not know until later that same evening. But yeah, I have to say, this is delightfully smaller than I thought it was from the picture. I did not want to feel like a frickin' cop getting out of his car with his billy club and his gun and his extra magazines and his taser and his this, that, and the other thing. And so, yeah. I like this. This can accommodate up to, I think it's over an inch size light. Okay, I'm going to add insult to injury, and I'm going to pull Poco's unshipped flashlight out. Oh, never mind. Poco's got a little one. Yeah, I know, I'm behind. I need to get this out. It's come around to another full year. And if any of you ever partake in the raffle for the fire department, hosted through KevDog, that's happening. I'm unfortunately, being that it's the greatest economy ever, I'm only getting one this year. So then you got a little loop right here, and then another like a keychain thing right here. Obviously, this would be faster if you have like a click. Like this is a little extreme, but if you had your keys on, something like this, you'd be able to make that schwanky, clanky sound. Okay, well, I gotta take my normal EDC that I've been wearing at work, and let's see, how big is too big? This is a very large knife, and this does not fit in there. Spyderco is a little on the big side. The Brawler, that's a pretty big, oh, I've already gouged it. Of course, it's going to get gouged. Those don't fit. Alright. Well, I'm just going to have to look at what I've normally been carrying, but yeah, a knife, a light, and a multi-tool, some chains, and then you have an extra hook. But like I said, I listened to Building a Drink, Bad, aka Muzzle First, my brother Elvin, and he said, don't get the snaps, you're just going to be frustrated. So I got the loops. But again, it's nice large flex loop. Yeah, I guess this one would be the large flex loop, small flex loop. Multi-pocket open tool sleeve. And flex loop. So, yeah. I'll have to give it a try. Heavy duty multi-tool, large flex loop, black. Designed to fit a wide range of EDC essentials. Multi-tool, knives, flashlights, pens, carabiners, keys, and a tape measure. Okay. Guns and Ammo 2020 Holster of the Year. Nice. Trump 2024 liberal blood. Sharky says SH. Guess my comment about the one being a two-parter went away. The last 10 minutes video was choppy. What was the outro pick on the bridge? I don't know. What the? Except for now I've. Now I have no idea what it just did. Let's just look at that while I try to get back to the beginning of time. Now I have no idea what the hell comments I was looking at. What the heck popped up? Okay. No idea. Smile money. On the works. It's first. Saying first. David J. Brown says, hello, hosers. David, let's have sip number 2. Yeah, not as good as one. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Small Money says, that's perfect. Tell everyone exactly what security system modulars you have. Maybe just give out the disarming code or the password. Small Money, we've talked about this. You know, like that time that I showed an envelope and everyone thought that I just gave out my address? Yeah, a little bit of this while this was happening over here. definitely have. Well, actually, Smile Money. Technically speaking, when I get rid of my service contract or agreement with Vivint, doesn't mean I'm going to stop using the stuff. Maybe things that were normally at that door now are in different places. Yeah, as long as I own the shit, I'm planning on leaving the other system up and somewhat functional. If it just goes off, it just means it's not going to report to anybody, where the other system does. So, Salty says, I can see naked now. The rain is gone. Melted Gunman says, I'm naked to the bone. Miss 27 says, born on the naked. Mike says, cheers. Cheers, Mike. And I do have to say kudos to myself for remembering to put it on the right channel. Smart Money, the man in question, daughter reached out to me, so I did research to see if it was even possible. The man was even named after my uncle. Two of my uncles were both in the Philly at the same time. One in the Air Force and the other in the Marines. So I coordinated with my cousins who live in Texas. That live in Texas. Smart Money, can you even get the tire off? If the lug nut in the side of the wheel, would it pull the rest of the way through? Well, Poco pointed out that all you have to do is take out the center nut and pull the entire assembly, and then you'd probably just have to drill it out from behind or whatever is going to happen. I don't know. The bottom line is it can be removed without doing any damage to the new rims. Because the last thing I want is a effed up rim job. Okay, and I know some of you, okay, let me rephrase. A few of you that are getting up there in years might appreciate this. Nice. This is from Through Night. And the funny thing is, I literally had a conversation about something like this with Christine, and then my rep at Through Night notified me. Okay, it was funny because he asked me if I was interested in reviewing this, and then the very next email was a notification that it had been ordered before I had even responded. This is the Through Night, what do they call it? The portable emergency pill case. They give you 2 extra O-rings and a chain. I will not be using the chain. I will be using paracord. It is a compartment. God, yes. A 3-compartment pill vial. So that, like when I go out during the day, I have, and it's made out of titanium. When I go out, like today, I've been carrying literally a pill bottle in my pocket, and you know, it's the smaller of the pill bottles, but it's still a lot bigger than this. I'm not going to wear this around my neck. I would put this on my keychain with my I'll put this on kind of like a little mini carabiner. I actually have it looks like a loop, but it splits and it's easy. So I can move this from the truck set to the car set depending on what I'm driving that particular day. But It is a titanium pill bottle, and I can put the I'm trying to look at that. I could probably put. I can't put the 3 Gabbies in one, but I might be able to put 2. I mean, the worst case scenario is there'd be 1 in each of these bins, and this is all I would typically need. You know, I leave the house, I've had some, and by the time I get home and I'm hanging out with you, I'm about due again, so there's just 1 in the middle. But if this was anything but, if this was like aspirin or whatever, you could stack them like the batteries in optics or something like that. So I don't even know how much this even costs. This is an unboxing. The titanium pill bottle. I mean, hey, if you want me to get even more in depth, if you really wanted to, you could put salt, pepper, and hot something, some kind of a hot seasoning in the bottom one, if you really felt. But I'm going to use this. I told Christine, I said, I hate hauling around the big bottle, but the only thing that I wondered about, because we are in Libtardia, the Democratic Party has destroyed the United States of America, and we're like one step closer to communism. And through night, sorry, but you live under that. I having watched things like Cops and shit like that, sometimes if you were to take doctor prescribed stuff, put it in an unmarked container and put it in your pocket, and then you get pulled over, and all of a sudden they're like going, "Ooh, what is this?" or "What is this?" That's the only thing I'm not sure about when it comes to something like this. It's like, you know, say a cop goes, "Okay, so what's this big white pill?" That's a painkiller that was prescribed to me because of my dental stuff. Well, how do we know? I know. Fuck you. That's how. So, that's the latest from Through Night. I remember saying a while back that they continuously try to keep finding other cool things. Okay, so they're branching out away from flashlights, and this is their portable emergency pill case. Titanium alloy. You could use it as a necklace if you want. I will not be wearing my medication around my neck. My life has not progressed. Yes, it's so low that I feel that that's a must. Oh, and safety sallies, I did double check, and all of this shit is loaded. Unfortunately, Sharky, I know that all of this stuff has hollow points in it. This one has the ammunition that JR10 Desert Gold sent me. Actually, Cobra's wearing one on his head. This is actually one sent to me by JR10 Desert Gold, and that is how these open up. Yeah. Go ahead, walk through the door, because you're gonna end up with a propeller through your heart. Cobra affectionately is wearing it as his fidget spinner on his head. That's what's in there. This, I think, has lawmen. Well, I can see I have a love stagger in here. I've got a Barnes on the top. I'm not even sure what's in it. This has a rest in peace. a Rest in Peace, then a Barnes, and then a Propeller. Wow. What a heartless prick I am. Yeah. I always laugh when you hear some of these libtards are like going, oh, he has really nasty ammo. No fucking shit. The whole reason that I carry a gun is to protect myself. And if you're going to do something that makes it so that I have to protect myself from you, then my goal is that you don't get up. And how do I assure that you don't get up? That I carry ammo that makes sure that you don't get up. Can you imagine if libtards were in charge of everything? Oh, I shot him in the ass and it made him giddy. Liberals destroy everything they touch. Smart money, you don't get notified because you failed to watch a video after you hire the bell? Watch a few and hit the bell again, then actually check your notifications. I'd hit that, Sharky. Smart money, the long shot camera system now says orders placed after July would be shipped in September, so maybe the early orders will be shipped soon. Yeah, they told me arriving next month, and I got that towards the end of last month, so it's supposed to be any time now. And fuck Joe Biden. See, I have to admit, when I go through the stuff, I don't even want to wear the Joe Biden sucks shirt and stuff out in public because now I need to somehow restock on some Camo Toe Harris. It's like, oh my God, they are trying so hard to spread lies and things that didn't happen. Again, they keep going on. Look at that little sawed-off piece of shit from ABC. Little sawed-off Annapolis. Interviewing, I don't remember who he was even interviewing, and all he kept saying is, you guys just keep repeating the racist comments about, is she black or is she Indian? She fucking said she's Indian. And you're the one, Stuffa fucking Annapolis, you're the one in the interview that couldn't let it go. He kept wanting to talk about all of the other things that she's responsible for. The failed economy. But you can't. You have to divert. Fucking Camo Toe Harris is part of the worst political administration in American history. Jesus Christ. Look around. Again, I keep saying this. How does a single fucking person go, please, I have to have 4 more years of this? Jesus Christ. Dr. Phil, he had a whole episode. Again, he must be a racist because everybody that was on stage was black. Trying to explain to them exactly what's going on right now. Most things are 30% more expensive than they were under Trump. Please, could we have 4 more years of this? This bitch is the same person that was the border czar. This is the same person that the AP came out and said, the first Indian senator. And all of a sudden now we have to keep... oh no, she's the first black. Oh good, you blacks, you're now part of the game again. Because if you don't vote for Camo Toe, you ain't black. You know, I don't give a shit. The black culture right now is hands down the most racist group of people, period. They prove themselves every time they open their mouths. Black History Month. Black this day. Black that day. Oh, fuck you. White Pride Day, bitch. I'm proud to be white. And up until you push the subject, I never gave a flying fuck. Because all they want is our diversity. And the black culture, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, whites are racist. Whites are racist. Sucker. EMT, are you able to get your hub off with the wheel attached to the machine, the lug out of your rotor with the backside and pop it out the front? Discard. You just got to Poco's comment. Mama. Spy money? Bull. You at least waited to the end of the video to have the spirit of one of our forefathers possess your soul and control the words coming out of your mouth. That's right. I wish our forefathers could come back. This shit would be taken care of. Because anybody that doubts shit like, oh, are we a democracy? No, we're not a democracy. A democracy is stepping through the door of socialism. And then you are heading down the hallway to communism. End of story. As far as firearms, our founding fathers wanted to make sure that our government never acted like the Biden administration, the deep state, Obama, and now whoever is controlling the piece of shit known as Kamala Harris. Now that I properly poured this beer, let's get this on. Bang a gong, get it on. Sub-comments, my money, sub-comment self. Next time, could you maybe find out what their thoughts are on thong bikinis? You know that if our founding fathers came back right now, they'd be good friends with Brad. That's all I'm going to say about that. Is this sip number 3? Oh, after I deloused it, it is definitely more drinkable. Now I can have these all night long. J-Dog. Tomorrow, I know there'll be a review. I'm taking tomorrow off, but I'm not taking tomorrow off. Maybe I should Dave, if you hear this before I call you, maybe we should do breakfast tomorrow, but I'm donating some of my lovely time to my little sister, trying to resolve some plumbing issues brought upon her by the person in her life for 30-something years that was not a plumber. So I gotta redo everything in her kitchen and install a new faucet. And no disrespect of the dead, but Bob, a shutoff on a water line isn't taking it and pinching it multiple times and leaving vice grips on it. And then you just don't have access to it again. So I might even see if maybe I can give her her fucking bathroom sink back, because Bob just went, I don't know. So let's just crimp it all off and we'll just won't use that sink anymore. The one out in the kitchen, after all, is only like 6 feet away.
That was bullshit.
Total bullshit. Brad, I cover all 3 holes for sure. I think it's Brad that brings me one of my favorite brunettes. Again, a worst case scenario, she's like a 7 when it comes to the pictures, and sometimes she is just a complete knockout. It's the same girl, it's just a matter of, angles and dangles. Yeah, I almost want to wear that now tomorrow, but I'll be laying under a sink, so HK. That's because, Sharky, I'm listening to you. Sharky said I don't want to hear about it. Take the gun that you feel is the best for protecting your life, and who gives a flying fuck if something happens to the gun or the optics? They're all replaceable. After being at the range and shooting it, it's quite clear what you're comfortable with. Sharky, just so you know, I actually, like, I don't know, just her eyes and hair, and she's like an 11 and a half. I've felt kind of reminiscent lately, and I've had a few outings with the VP9. I agree with you. I really wish that TrueGlow made the TFX sights optics suppressor height sights. Every time I have that other one out, and I've taken it out shooting a couple of times. It's such the TrueGlow TFX Pro sights will turn anything. It's just a freaking tack driver, and it's just a daylight, low light, nighttime. It's just it totally transitions my absolute. Hey, like Chris, yeah, it's kind of funny. I never even thought about it till now. Me and Christine we basically have locked on to the exact same thing, except for she went with this. Oh God, I should. Sharky, when can you get over here? We should put a set of the. I should have Christine fire mine with the TFX Pro sights on it, and see if she would like those on the VP9 SK. That would be badass. I bet you I bet you money she would shoot it better. They're just such fantastic sight. I almost had that on me right now, but I went back to my normal jammy carry. The RDP. Skin's so soft that it ends up on your optics. Oh, that would be badass. Yeah, I wish they made suppressor height. I would, even though I like the ones that are on there because they are white tritium sights. They glow very nicely and they co-witness absolutely perfect. But those TFX Pros just take it to a whole different level. Just a whole different level. As much as I like the Heine Specialty straight 8s on Dave's old gun, those TFX Pros, the fact that they do the exact same thing as this, that they have the horseshoe, so that you're able to just rest everybody down there in the cradle. This is harder than it looks. Oh! Here's my impersonation of Chuck. Just kidding. And yeah, I was working. I'm sorry. I don't give a flying fuck. Everybody that's like, oh God. Yeah, I couldn't get my chick over here in time for the video. EMT, my dog ate my homework on the last call. I found it. Hit the button. D8. Jesus Christ. Fuck, there's alcohol involved, and you expect me to decipher this shit. That would be a hit. That would be sunk. EMT with 3 kills and Sharky with 1. Nobody has found Colonel Mustard, and there's 1 ship still in play. And just for the record, because Sharky said it was a piece of shit, I had to get rid of it. The flex tool. So I asked myself, Sharky, well, that sucks for design. There's not enough room for the carabiner. I was like, hey, what if I carried this as my... It can't happen. The little carabiner is a total fail. You're right, this is a piece of shit. This is the gift, though. Only with you guys can I fucking absolutely denounce something and then like let you know that it's the... If you find Colonel Mustard and you win the round, that is the tool. That is the extra prize for finding the Colonel. Of course, some of you know that I end up throwing extra shit in anyway. Why? Because it's still confusing. I still... Ninja, I have that item for you. It's probably easier if you guys just come and get it. Poco, yeah. Let's see, sub-comment, Sharky said to him, haven't you taken the shot at D8 2 or 3 times now? Haven't gone there because every review I saw you go there. Your comment was obviously earlier than mine. The carrier is one tough boat. EMT says, I think my stolen shot from 2 reviews ago that didn't get seen is it. I typoed yesterday's shot. Bad? Put an impact wrench on the lug nut and spin it hard and fast. Maybe you can get it to strip out or break off. I got people. Multi-gun man, whiskey and 357 Magnums. This 27 sub-comment says beer. Yeah. Oh yeah. Suck some dick. Multi-gun man. Just so you libtards are aware, I have safety checked this, and it is safe. And I definitely feel safe. And just for the record, yes. And there's no vagina hole known as the Clinton hole. God, I couldn't even tell you the last time I even had this beauty out. Need to rectify that. J-Dog, I hope you're writing, taking notes. Oh, and whiskey. Whiskey! Do I have to abide by his accurate spelling just to make him happy. This. What the fuck is this? That? No. Hey, you crazy Canadian? Plant the seed of love. So I'm taking a shit this morning at like I don't know, it was like 6:20 or something like that, and the new doorbell goes off, and it's my neighbor Tanzara at the door. I'm like, what the fuck? And by the time I'm done wiping things up, she goes over to Matt and Danielle and Granny's, and then I see Danielle has fired up her truck, and so I text Danielle and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she goes, oh, her car is dead. Okay, so she needed a jump. So my neighbor at 6:30 in the morning was first at my house to see if I could give her a jump. Excuse me. I mean, David would do her, but never mind. So then when I went to leave, like an hour and a half later, I was loading stuff in my truck. I saw Matt and Danielle. Matt was out at the garage cooking, and Danielle was out there, and I'm like, what the fuck was that all about? It's like, well, their vehicle was dead, and she goes, and he can fuck himself. Next time they come to my door, I'm going to tell them to eat a dick and shut the door in their face. It's like, fucking, they're the ones that need to fucking jump. They know their alternator's bad. They haven't done anything about it, and their vehicle's dead. And then these, like, telling me about how to do this and how to do that, and she's like, the computer in my truck is worth more than their whole fucking car. She goes, fuck them. I guess I'm glad I was taking a shit and missed out on that. I mean, the best that I would do is, here's the jump pack, my Pod X, that is actually sitting on my dining room table because it hasn't been put in the, the one in the black swimsuit first, and then I do the other one. And I did it my way. Hey, McLean. Okay, Bad says, mixed up a Bloody Mary to drink while watching the show. Excellent. Bad, look at that head. Breakfast. I did it my way. Oh, yeah. Cheapo Gun Guy, if you live each day as it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right.
Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body!
And fuck Kamala Harris. Fucking piece of shit. Cobra says, I heard John Stoller loves Star Trek 4 the most. Can't get enough of them humpbacks. Whales. Yeah, I know. That's John. Yeah. Poco says, hearing stuff. HR puffin stuff. Do a little if you can't do enough. Matt Davis says anal 4. A 4 is a miss. Thank you, Matt. Then he says you just need a matte signal like Batman. Oh no. No, I just send him a picture of whatever a piece of alcohol I'm reviewing, and he gets like right over here. He likes to be stroked. Multi-gun man. The only proper way to do it is trigger discipline and whiskey spelt with an E. Not saying you're right, but that wasn't terrible. I would have rather had some of the... I would have rather had some of the whiskey from Jolson. Don't judge. It's just, Jolson, it's just really terrible. I'm trying to get rid of it so that nobody else has to have any. Hey, by the way, Jolson, Christine took a little wee nip off of one of the last glasses that I brought up, and she goes, that is pretty smooth. Wade, I am mechanical. My whole family, when I was growing up, were mechanics, plumbers, electricians, and roofers. To me, paramedics are mechanics too. You find the problem and apply the proper protocols. Fix a tire lug stud is at most an hour job. Poco is correct. You need to get the new stud and lug nut and a few appropriate size flat washers. You'll need to pull the new stud in with the stud in with it too. Holy shit! Where did you come from? Oof. Well, the quote was less than $100, and I forgot to stop today, but I have four brand new lugs waiting for me at Napa. So when I bring the truck over to Tony, he'll be able to shit can the bad one. And on top of it, now one of my brakes, and I don't know which one it is, my guess is because I may have been with a bad brake job last time around, that somebody helped me that was not Samantha. I won't mention any names. It may have been actually, the brake may have been dragging for a year. No, that doesn't affect miles per gallon. Tom, what are your top 3 favorite vodkas to use for Bloody Marys? Well, I think, Tom, when you're making a Bloody Mary, I think there is so much of the flavor of the Bloody Mary mix that I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes. But the pop-off was really good. Don't have a, I don't know. Tom, what do you want me to say? If I'm making a screwdriver or a Bloody Mary, I'm going to lean towards the vodkas that I like, that that I would like if I was just doing a shot of vodka. Stoli. And I see the bottle, but I can't. I don't know. Gabba fucking Penton. Starting to wonder. I'd really like to figure out a way to completely alleviate that. I don't know that the Shackley equivalent has worked for me, because I've had days where I did nothing for an entire day. But that, I don't know. I think I'm just a vodka snob. I like the higher end stuff. I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, Silver Wolf or Fox or whatever the hell that shit was. Maybe at a bare minimum would be like Stoli. But yesterday's Jeremy's vodka of choice is absolutely of no problem at all. I did like the Popoff or Povov, a potato vodka. I don't know. I guess I would have an easier time telling you what the fuck I don't want, and that was that. That was this. That's good. Good to use it for cleaning gun parts. Tom, I would like to announce that I am done for the rest of my life with watching the Olympics. The opening ceremony greatly offended me. I refuse to feed the trolls that is wokeness. No, I 100% agree with you. Fuck the Olympics. And the fact that the Olympics has always been about bringing nations together, and then they have a bunch of fucking homo, mind-bended fags dressing up with their balls hanging out with small children. Fuck them all. Fuck the Olympics. Fuck you, France, and go fuck yourself. Mr. 27 says 31st. Then Sharky says, cheers, all finally on the right channel. Good job. Here we go. Thank you, sir. Then he says, India 7. I-7. I-7 is a misdemeanor. Itty bitty titty committee. Looks like if it got cold outside, though, she could etch her name in the side of titanium. Sharky SH, last outro, baby, yes. That's it. Sharky's owns the last one right there. Nothing like little schoolgirls heading out to the range to shoot shit. Where do I put Toppling Goliath's Radiant Haze? It's... I think I'd give this a 6.5. It's not what I would want for a stereotypical IPA. Too much of like all of the rest of them. And then again, I am really not a fan of Mosaic. It's so strong, it becomes overwhelming. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. Bad says, howdy, clubbers. Bad says, Captain, a pound of tannerite will take that wheel off nice and clean. Then he says,
Macho Biden! Macho Biden! Macho Biden!
Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. And then he says, I hope everyone had a good Monday. Let's just say that I was proud of how fucking dark the shower water was. But got that window installed, and I got that window installed the way it was supposed to be installed. The original plan is there's no way it was going to happen, so we need to put it in sideways. Nope, I got it put in the right way. I don't know how I'm going to clean it up outside so it looks right, but that's why they created stuff. I'll figure it out. You know, let me give you some advice. At least this is what works for me. When you have a big and very overwhelming project, don't try to look at the whole project. Just look at individual components as you go. Like when I got there today, I had no idea how I was going to set the window, how the window was going to set, where it was going to stop, where I should end this, they actually put wooden siding over wooden siding, and then they put vinyl siding over all of that. And that's what I'm dealing with now. And when I started, personal favorite, by the way, with clothes or without, when I got there, I didn't let anything bother me but the very first step, and that was to get the original window out. Then it was all about making the hole the size that it needed to be to accept the new window. Then it was putting that window in place. Then it was making that window work. Then I insulated that off with spray foam, picked up my fucking mess, called it a day, and here we are. Cheers. And see you tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to review, because technically this is the last sanctioned brew review. Thank you, Matt. Cheers.
As soon as that camera is off, he gonna fuck that little dog.